Spanish 4, Global Challenges, Vocab 76 through 80. The planet Earth is el planeta tierra. We've learned the word planeta before, and I talked about what bothers me is planeta ends in an A, but it's masculine. Now, there are several words in Spanish that end in A that are masculine. We've talked about el papá, the dad, or el día, the day, or now we've got el planeta. That's tricky, but just realize there are some words in Spanish that end in A but are still masculine. Now, how are we going to remember that tierra is earth? Well, tierra means earth, dirt, land, or soil, which sort of makes sense. If you've heard of terracotta pottery, everybody say terracotta. Terracotta. It's pottery that looks like it's made out of clay or earth or dirt. Or if I say I saw an extraterrestrial, they came from someplace other than Earth. So el planeta is the planet, tierra is Earth, so obviously el planeta tierra is the planet Earth. We've talked before about levantar is to lift, okay? If a magician were to levitate his assistant, he would she would start floating, okay? Or leavened bread is bread with yeast in it that's raised, and unleavened bread is bread without yeast like a wafer or a cracker. Well, levantar is to lift. Levantarse is to lift oneself or to stand oneself up. So levantar is to lift someone or something else. Levantarse is to lift or to stand oneself up. Now, the uprising is like all these people stand up against injustice or stand up against a military dictatorship is el levantamiento. Check this out. See the word men and see the word to. The men decided to participate in the uprising. The men decided to participate in the uprising. So, el levantamiento. Obviously, mar is sea or ocean. Well, derramar is to spill. I like this one. When the two oil tankers rammed or ran into each other, oil started to spill into the ocean. When the two oil tankers rammed into each other, the oil on board started to spill into the ocean or into the sea. So derramar is to spill. And it could be spill water, juice, spill anything. Incentive is incentivo. Basically the same word. It has, 8 of the same letters in both languages. I-N-C-E-N-T-I-V, I-N-C-E-N-T-I-V. Just remember, in English it ends in an E, in Spanish it ends in an O. All right. Let's do our post quiz. I'll cover up the Spanish. Take a few moments, look at these English words and say the Spanish equivalents out loud, or even better, look at these English words and write the Spanish equivalents down on paper to make sure you know how to spell them. This has been Spanish 4 Global Challenges Vocab 76 through 80.